Hasn't been that long since the Braves were here, and now they're back. This could be a very revealing day and night for Nats fans in the National League East. Day-night doubleheader. So let's boil it down to the last 10 games. Phillies so-so. They got walked off in the 14th at Arizona last night. Braves okay. The Nats pretty good. 7 of 10. Trying to gain some ground in this National League East. And a big series that's so unusual. They were only here like 3 weeks ago. And here we go again with this Atlanta ball club.
It's 80s night. Flip your collar up. Let's go.
You're going to be a little hot under the collar if we don't sweep, evidently, right?
Well, there's a big part of the schedule coming up. You got the Braves in front of you right now, 12 games over. You go to Chicago, they're 18 games over 500. Then you go to St. Louis, a tough place to win. The Cardinals are 3 games over. Then you have the Marlins. Then you have the Phillies after that, who are 14 games over. This is do or die for the Nats right now. If they're going to make their run, it starts today in game 1 of this doubleheader. Against
a team that is 34-17 in the division. Braves have dominated their Eastern foes. So it's Max Fried, lefty, and Jeffrey Rodriguez in a couple of moments. And tonight, a really good matchup. Sean Newcomb, who's done some great things in his first full big league season. Max Scherzer, unbelievable, on his way to another Cy Young. So that's what we're looking at today and tonight. Nats and Braves, sometimes these teams don't like each other a whole lot. Harper, Freeman, you know, the stars of these ball clubs. But I'll tell you one thing. The Braves and the Nats respect each other. They've had a lot of great battles over the years. Atlanta's better. The Phillies are better. That's good for the division. We'll see how good it is for the Nats. Let's get it on with Atlanta starting right now. Bank. There's no better time to act than today. PNC, make today the day. Yeah, a little warm on the banks of the Anacostia today. It's a sizzler in the district. We got some hardy fans out in the sunshine braving some really, really hot temperatures. Humidity 58%, feels like 100. It'll be 90 when Jeffrey Rodriguez throws his first pitch in a moment or two. Game notes for you. Nats pick up Greg Holland for the rest of the season. Things did not go his way in St. Louis this year, but he was good with the Royals and the Rockies previously. 186 saves. Nats starters have turned things around. Tommy Milone has helped. Jeremy Hellickson has helped. And of course, Max Scherzer just about every time out. Not to be forgotten, Tanner Roark. So look at what the Braves have done against the East. It's interesting. Against the East, the Nats are 23-22. The Phillies are 22-21. So Atlanta has dominated the games in the division. They're 7-5 against the Nats. Nick Markakis is having a career year. 43 multi-hit games, second in the league in hitting, second in doubles, and first in base hits with 135. Nick Markakis playing like a kid as a veteran for the Braves. Here's Jeffrey Rodriguez, who had a memorable 4 2/3 innings FP against the Braves after Hellickson got hurt in Atlanta.
Yeah, scoreless relief for those 4 2/3. Jeremy Hellickson covering first, got a high feed from Mark Reynolds. In comes Jeffrey Rodriguez, who had a tremendous debut. Last start against the Pirates, not real good. 6 runs on 8 hits over 5 innings, 4 strikeouts, 4 walks, 90 pitches. So there's the numbers, the averages against Jeffrey Rodriguez. And here we go. Play ball.
Yeah, the makeup game is underway, and a fastball sizzles in there at 106 to get things started. Ender Inciarte, 0 for 2 against Rodriguez that day, hitting .253. He got severely jammed. Here comes Turner on the run. First out. Good pitch, good play to start the game.
That's defense in game 1 of the split doubleheader. There it is. Soto, Taylor, Harper is your outfield. Turner, Murphy up the middle. Rendon, Zimmerman at the corners, and Spencer Keyboom the nod behind the plate in the day game.
Second doubleheader in 4 days. A lot of folks wondering, why didn't they just play yesterday when both teams were off? Well, according to the agreement between the Players Association and Major League Baseball, that would have taken away from the allotted days off the Braves should have had, because they've still got 2 or 3 other rainouts to make up. So they were not allowed to play yesterday, and thus the doubleheader today. Ozzie Albies hitting .276. Rodriguez comes high and tight, 2-0. Jeffrey, 25 years and 12 days old. 6'6", 232 from the Dominican Republic. And a 2-hopper right side, Daniel Murphy. Couple of ground ball outs to start the day. A good sign for the young pitcher. Next up, Freddie Freeman.
We haven't done a Twitter poll in a long time, but I would love to do one. I think I'm going to do one on my own today. Murph, beard or no beard? What do you think?
I don't know. I like the way he's swinging, the way he looks right now.
It's hitting, what is he hitting? 294 with one leg? That's pretty good.
So the Nats have won 7 of 10. The Dow's up 170 points. It's a good start to the afternoon. We'll see how it all develops. Freddie Freeman's on a 7-game hitting streak, 10 for 28. That one slammed off the gear of Spencer Keyboom. 1 ball, 1 strike. So Freeman's right behind Markakis. Freddie's at 316, Nick at 319. Christian Yelich leads the National League, hitting .326. Freeman 1 for 3 against Jeffrey. And his career numbers against the Nats. Zimmerman's in the game today. Harper's in the game. We've got a lot of guys with huge numbers against the opposing teams here, with these two getting together. And a 1-2 with 2 outs. Off speed, Freeman just did get a piece of it.
So if you're wondering why Freddie Freeman's wearing sleeves and it's 90+ degrees out today, he started wearing them in 2010. His mother passed away from melanoma skin cancer, so he wears those sleeves for protection.
1-2 and a bouncer right side. Looks like Zimmerman can go it alone, and a great top of the first for the 25-year-old Jeffrey Rodriguez. lineup are today. Washington 8th in the league in hitting, 7th in runs, 5th in home runs. And Juan Soto now last 11 ball games, 350 on base percentage, not too many clicks under 500, hitting some homers, driving them in, getting on base. 49 strikeouts, 46 walks. Ryan Zimmerman, number 5 spot today. Michael A. Taylor gets a start batting 7th. Max Fried, 24 years of age, Santa Monica, California native, and drafted originally by the Padres in the first round back in 12.
A 5th start of the season for Fried, 10th appearance overall, first appearance ever against the Nats. Last start on July 28th, gave up 1 run on 2 hits over 5 innings against the Dodgers, struck out 7 through 87 pitches.
Trey Turner. So Trey got a breather until the 8th inning on Sunday. And that's a high strike, 1-1. Home plate umpire, 7-year veteran Jordan Baker. Fried's got the ball. He's ready to roll here.
How many times in the history of baseball has there been a max starting for different teams on a split doubleheader on a Tuesday afternoon in Washington? I'm saying it's the first ever. Max in the day for the Braves, Max at night for the Nats.
Did he hold? He does, says Manny Gonzalez. He's at first. And there's a lot of heat coming from the third base dugout.
Yeah, Manny Gonzalez is walking toward the third base dugout right now saying, enough of that. We're going to be here all day today, and you're going to start this like that? Taking
Play
charge.
showed they have a beef, and the Nats will take it. 2-2 to Turner. Off speed and Trey out ahead.
Somebody in the Braves dugout just got every bit of Manny Gonzalez's double espresso this morning.
Crew chief is at second base. Greg Gibson. Vic Carapazza at third. There's the 20-year veteran Gibson.
Early snappage. Oh my goodness.
Turner gets jammed straight back.
The Braves defense for game 1. The newest Brave in left field, Adam Duvall. Inciarte Markakis, the outfield. Swanson Camargo left side. Albies Freeman right side. And Tyler Flowers behind the plate. There's Adam Duvall, the former Red, now Brave.
Yeah, it was a 3-for-1. Reds got Preston Tucker and a couple of pitchers. And Trey Turner is going to keep extending this at bat.
He's in swing mode.
Great numbers, career against the Braves. #1 base stealer in the big leagues with 30. Mercedes-Benz. Here comes pitch number 8. And Turner is going to hit it fair. He's going to hit it hard, but right at Ender Inciarte.
Pretty good leadoff at bat by Trey, making Max Fried work. Ended it with a line drive. Good at bat.
There's Juan Soto. Early returns rookie year against Atlanta, pretty good. 7 for 21, couple of homers, 4 RBIs. 2 of the better rookies in baseball in the yard today. Ronald Acuna Jr. getting a game off. We'll see him tonight for Atlanta.
So as a leadoff hitter, you got to go do recon, right, against somebody you never faced before, and then you have a long at bat like Trey had, and you're going to get quizzed when you get back to the dugout. What'd you see? Where's his release point? Does he have some sink on it? Does it got giddy up? And he's telling everybody in there like a good leadoff hitter would.
On the foul ball, 1-1.
You face a guy before, everybody say, how does he look today? But when you haven't faced a guy before, you get quizzed a lot more extensively, I guess.
Right on the edge. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Soto. We'll check it out.
That's his best pitch, the curveball. Opponent's hitting 143 against the Fried curve, and you can see why right there. That one was nasty.
So Soto hunkers down here with 2 strikes. He brought the heat and missed upstairs, did Fried. 2-2. Fried became a Brave December of 14 with Jace Peterson and Malik Smith from San Diego in a deal sending Justin Upton to the Padres. Big league record of 2-5. 9th career start. This year he's 1-4 in 5 starts, 9 appearances overall at the big league level. He's been back and forth between AAA and the big club several times this year. Target away from Flowers. And Soto's march toward a 50-50 split on the strikeouts and the walk getting a whole lot closer. That's number 47, 49 strikeouts.
Good eye by Juan Soto, and guess what? He walked like an Egyptian.
80s?
Yeah, you're going to hear a lot of that today. It's 80s day at the ballpark.
There's Anthony Rendon.
1986, the Bengals, in case you're wondering.
Rendon at 287. Since the middle of June, 323. Jordan Baker, home plate umpire, likes the high strike on heaters so far. Inciarte just a bit toward right center, maybe 10 feet. Rendon right over the second base bag up the middle. Soto stops at second, and the Nats have 2 aboard for the sweet swinging Bryce Harper, the way Bryce has been going now since the break.
Well, first knock of the day, a long day for the Nats off the end, but he knuckled it right back up the middle. So there goes the no-hitter. And a little thing, I liked what I just saw from Juan Soto. Watch him charge into second base. Why is he doing this right here? Looking for a bobble and maybe trying to get Ender Inciarte to rush. So a walk, a single, and here comes a hot-hitting Bryce Harper.
Hitting safely 9 of his last 11 games, taking a good number of walks over the time. $15 for his last 37. 12 RBIs. Fastball in there. So when they set the table for him, 41 of his 68 RBIs in situations like this. Outfield straight away for Bryce.
I always say this on extreme weather days, whether it's really cold or really hot, you don't want your defense standing out there too long if you're a pitcher. You want to get them right off the field as quick as possible, and today's one of those days.
Yeah, with that in mind, Jeffrey Rodriguez threw 10 pitches in the top of the first. Got 3 ground ball outs. So the ball clubs have met 5 times here this year. Nats have won 3 of those. Overall, the Braves 7-5. Phillies at Arizona. They had to go 14 last night and lost. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball bounces in. Tyler Flowers knocks it down. So the Nats are 5-1 on the homestand. It's a really big coincidence when you look at these numbers, isn't it? how Bryce goes and how the team goes. So on this homestand, red hot with runners in scoring position. Two-two and the fastball by Harper. For Max Fried, a big time for his first strikeout. 2 down in the inning, and Ryan Zimmerman next.
Almost like Bryce was thinking curve and said, uh-oh, it's the fastball. I got to swing. Watch. Just an emergency hack, and he's thinking he's going to double up on the curve. Maybe guessed wrong right there. Get him next time.
Ryan Zimmerman has 117 career runs batted in against the Braves. .32 hits this year, 14 for extra bases.
Yeah, if you watch Flowers today in game 1, he's been known to pull the low pitch up. Sometimes it's subtle, sometimes it's not, but as he looks at his playbook and what the pitch Zim here, just keep an eye on how he pulls that low pitch up and presents it as a strike.
1-1. Uncertain swing by Ryan on a heater away. And a 2-strike count, 2 outs, 2 on.
Kind of a rare deal this late in the season to be facing a division rival and never facing a guy before. So these guys, it's like college baseball right now. They're trying to figure out Max Fried. You can hear what you want to hear. You can watch video, but get in that box against a guy you never faced. First at bat, try to fill up the computer, see the release point, see what he has, and get him second at bat if you don't get him first at bat.
2-2, and he's going to go high hat fastballs to get Harper and Zimmerman. Nats will strand a couple. The doubleheader is underway. No score.
Other than the fact that he was more than on normal rest. Well, they liked how he'd been pitching over his last couple starts, allowing just a total of 1 run over his last 2 outings. They also liked how he'd been filling up the strike zone more recently, which has been an issue at times in his previous big league stints, not throwing enough strikes. Davey Martinez saying that Jeffrey's leaned very heavily on his fastball and breaking ball up here, but worked on his changeup quite a bit at AAA recently. And Davey saying he understands Jeffrey wanting to stick with what he trusts the most, his two best pitches, but that he and Derek Lilliquist will be telling Jeffrey throughout this outing to trust that changeup and try and work that third pitch in to keep these Braves hitters honest. That third pitch crucial up here at the big league level, Davey feels. He wants Jeffrey to throw that changeup more.
Thank you, Dan. First pitch heater. Nick Markakis, top of the second. Nick Markakis leads the league in hits with 135. In fact, that's one more than Jose Altuve has over in the American League with Houston.
.32 doubles, 49 walks, 53 strikeouts, having a great year. All-star year.
Yeah. Only Matt Carpenter has more doubles, and that's one more. Rodriguez gets a swing and a miss. So anybody who thought Nick Markakis at the age of 34 was playing out the string with his hometown Atlanta Braves, wrong. He's setting himself up for more productive seasons at the big league level. .284 career against the Nats as an Oriole and a Brave. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Rodriguez showing some nasty breaking ball stuff here. 3 ground balls and now his first strikeout. Nissan pitch cast.
Yeah, if you remember Jeffrey against the Pirates, his fastball command was off. And how do you get to that pitch? You pound the zone with 95. So you see the spike curveball with the finger up there on Exmo. But getting ahead with a heater, 1 away, 1 in, and then makes you aware of the 1 in, and then drops a curveball. That was perfect to a really good hitter.
Newest Atlanta Brave position player, left fielder Adam Duvall. It's having an odd season. Very low batting average. Productive power numbers, 15 and 61. But 205. As a Brave, he's in his 4th game, 1 for 5 in the Atlanta uniform so far.
It's a long strike.
Preston Tucker pitchers Lucas Sims and Matt Whistler went to Cincinnati for this guy on July 31st. Two-one. Duvall, 29 years of age, Louisville native. Ryan Snitker's ball club, 12 over, 1 game back of the Phillies.
60th win of the season already. They didn't get their 60th win until September 3rd last year. They were 50 and 58 at this point a year ago, and
wow.
Today they're 60 and 48. So what an improvement, and maybe a little mention for Brian Snitker for manager of the year.
Got to be on the list, right? Yeah, they went 72 and 90 last year. Finished 25 games behind the Nationals. 3-2 now. Big difference. They're winning road games. 32 and 25 on the road. Only the Diamondbacks and Dodgers better in the National League. And we mentioned their success in the division, winning 2 out of every 3. Johan Camargo on deck. This one out to left center. Soto and Taylor converging, and Soto has it about 5 feet in front of the wall. 2019 Nats Plus memberships on sale. It's the best member benefits program in the major leagues. Get the best seats for next year, guarantee access to potential postseason games, and all this while you're saving money compared to single game ticket prices. For more info or to become a Nats Plus member, nationals.com/2019. Third baseman Johan Camargo hitting .254. Rodriguez throwing fastball and secondary pitches for strikes here. Right near the bag. Zimmerman again. Just like the first inning ended, 6 straight for Jeffrey Rodriguez. Daniel Murphy straight ahead.
Shirt night. That's presented by us, Masson, the Mid-Atlantic Sports Network. The first 20,000 fans to the Nats Marlins game at 7:05. Get that amazing shirt you're looking at. Visit nationals.com for tickets.
Yeah, it's a day for that. It is smoking here in DC. Let's go inside the numbers. Brought to you by PNC Bank. Make today the day. The Nats, out of their last 51, 36 against teams at 500 or better. They're 26-30 against those kind of ball clubs right now. 15 games against teams with losing records. Braves schedule a little bit tougher. So both teams will have to earn it down the stretch. The Braves have 43 games left out of their 54 against teams at 500 or better.
Yeah, I was looking at the schedule today. I think the Nats play the Marlins 6 of their last 9 games. They go to Miami, then they play the Mets, then they play the Marlins, then they go to Colorado to play the Rockies. So you got Marlins, Mets, Marlins, Rockies to end the year. And Coors Field's a scary place to end the season if you're in a pennant race, but you know, maybe you take advantage of those last games against the division.
Yeah, it's setting up nicely. So between now and then, crucial. Daniel Murphy, 403 his last 21 games. And he's on a 5-game streak, 8 for 18. Ball jumping off his bat to the gaps and in some cases into the seats more over the last 2 weeks. Able to wait on the off speed to stay alive. It's a long first inning for Max Fried. 26 pitches, 16 strikes. 2 Ks and a walk. Gave up a hit to Rendon, but stranded 2.
Yeah, fastball is good from Fried early, and you see a guy like this with the slow delivery and the quick arm. Sometimes that fastball play more firm than the 91 it looks like. And I was told his last start against the Dodgers, he hit 97 on a few fastballs, so he's got a live arm. Yeah, those guys that are slow, 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 and then boom. I used to hate facing those guys. It messes with your timing.
Three-two pitch.
Yeah, there was only two kinds of pitchers that gave me problems: lefties and righties. And starters and relievers, so maybe four kinds.
So no trouble when position players were pitching to it?
No.
Did you ever hit against a position player?
Yeah, that just gets in your head.
Yeah.
Because you're supposed to get a hit. Look at the spray chart there. That's not a pitch count, that's a spray chart.
Yeah. Three-two again. Murphy hits one fair, one hop, backhand stop Freddie Freeman. One out, bottom of the second. Good afternoon, Dan.
Good afternoon, Bob. We certainly view this as a big series against the Braves. I asked Adam Eaton how he and his teammates are viewing this series. He said, we look at every series the rest of the way like it's a playoff series. You have to approach it like a horse with blinders on. Put your head down, focus on every pitch like it's huge, and that's regardless of the opponent. You can't put any more emphasis on a specific series like this one, because if you do, it could have a negative impact. So you need to go out, focus on taking care of business that day, every day, regardless of who you're playing.
Game number 112 for the Nationals. Michael A. Taylor gets a start in game one. Made a few things happen.
I don't think you'd see the baseball too well hitting if you had blinders on, though.
That would be tough.
Yeah, you might strike out a lot in this
You
series.
can see the finish line.
Yeah, you could see the release point, but when the pitch got there, it'd be real tough.
Michael A. played sparingly in the first 6 games of the homestand, but's made an impact while he's been in there. 312 over his last 44 games in and out of the lineup. And really mostly out since the emergence of Soto. Nick Markakis waiting for this one. 2 outs, bottom of the second. And Spencer Keyboom will try to get the lineup turned over and get Rodriguez in the box. Walking up to a really nice guitar riff. And maybe he likes it because Spencer's hitting .258 at home. His overall average .211. .30th ball game for the rookie catcher.
Don't need the shades. Let's try this.
Flowers sets up outer half on a 1-1.
Fried and Lucas Giolito were high school teammates. How about those two coming at you? One left-handed, one right-handed. Actually, they were competitors in high school.
Right up the middle, right off the backside of Max Fried.
Ooh.
Ball deadened. He's got his head down walking off the field. He took the full brunt of that one, and he was able to find the ball and throw out Kieboom.
That was 104, and watch where it goes. Just the fact that it sits right where it came from means that was a direct hit, and we'll keep an eye on Max Fried because that did not feel good. Nats fans, the 2019 Nats Pet Calendar is available now. Check it out. It's a 16-month calendar, so end of this year and into 2019. That threw me for a loop because I'm not very smart at first. Proceeds benefit the Humane Rescue Alliance. Get yours at Nats Park Main Team Store, online at nationals.com/pet calendar. There is action, Carp, in the Braves bullpen right now. We hope that Max Fried is okay. That was a direct hit.
That's the 26th man they added for this game. Colby Allard, left-handed reliever.
Check out, this is right in the kidneys if I'm not mistaken. A bullet 104 miles an hour right off the bat of Spencer Kieboom. The only protection there whatsoever is his belt. And I'm not joking, sometimes those belts are thick and it can protect it. Oh, that sound and where it didn't ricochet. I mean, if that goes up the first baseline or toward third base, it's not a direct hit, but when it hits you and just right at your feet, oh, it's 104 miles an hour stopping on your back. That is not good.
We'll know for sure in a moment because the pitcher is due to bat third here, top of the third. Tyler Flowers and Dansby Swanson against Jeffrey Rodriguez. That one high and tight. Flowers 195 career against the Nats, 230 this year. Nats killer Kurt Suzuki on the bench for game one. Rodriguez very efficient first two innings, 25 pitches, 16 strikes, 4 ground ball outs. And Turner to his left, seeking another. 7 straight to start the game.
Pitching to weak contact so far. Nicely done.
Braves have a short bench as well. Only 3 players other than Kurt Suzuki. If Fried can't go here, I wonder if we might see a pitcher pinch hit. We'll see how Brian Snitker plays it here. Right now it's Kevin Gausman on deck. Just acquired from the Orioles, of course.
That's just something you don't mess with, where it hit him in that area.
Dansby Swanson buckled by a good curveball there, 0-2. On June 3rd, when Rodriguez did so well in relief against the Braves, he was 0 for 1 with a walk against him. Swanson hitting .246. Swing and a miss. He took the breaking ball and really ended up with it away for his second strikeout.
I like what you're seeing early from Jeffrey Rodriguez. You know, you have a rough one against Pittsburgh. You go back to AAA, you lock in, and you come back and face the team you had the most success against your first time around. The spike curveball right now is deadly. It's a man-eater, if you will.
Gausman 0 for 2 this year. As a big league hitter, he's 0 for 12 with a base on balls. It's just too early for them to use a position player.
Yeah, he's not on my extra list, but I'm going to scratch him out anyways.
And I caught the Hall of Notes reference there, by the way.
He is, I mean, he's throwing Gausman to the wolves here. American League pitchers just throwing him up there. Why? Well, I should be quiet. See, that's why.
1-2. And that ball just missed the third base bag.
That's going to buy him a curveball. That's 2 fastballs. He almost squared up. Fair. Put down early. Remember, he's not even loose. There's no way he could be, right? He didn't go swing in the cage.
Two. Missing with the heater, and the count goes full.
Throwing up a good AB.
And he walked him. Gausman is the first Braves runner today. That'll get it to the top of the order, and Ciarte here in the third.
This is a guy I got to be careful of in this series. He's locked in. Coming in today, 17 for his last 50 since the All-Star break, 340. And he went into the break, Carp, 1 for his last 21. So he was cold into the break, and he's locked in after. Remember last time we saw him, he was hitting down in the order, right? 7th.
Ciarte bouncing ball to Trey Turner to start the game. Way inside. By the way, it's been announced that Gausman was actually grazed by that pitch, so not a walk.
Oh, thanks for telling me. I was worried. Still cost him a perfect game, though.
That ball hit by Ciarte out toward the gap. A ways to go. Michael A. Taylor there. And that's it for the Braves through 3. Jeffrey Rodriguez, impressive outing so far. He'll lead off. We're on South Capitol Street. There's North Capitol. Hot day.
outfield. You can be on a major league field. So join us Sunday, August 19th for Yoga in the Outfield. That's presented by Kaiser Permanente in case you pull something. All fans who purchase a Yoga in the Outfield special ticket will receive a Nats-themed yoga mat. You can participate in that class on the grass after the Nats kick the game's at 1:35. Get your tickets at nationals.com.
Yeah, the big fan out there keeping folks as cool as they possibly can. We go bottom third. New Atlanta pitcher. Choose a winning team for your vehicle. Jiffy Lube for value and convenience. JiffyLubeDC.com. And it's Colby Allard making his second big league appearance. His first was a start when he gave up 5 runs, 4 earned in 5 innings, but he got a win. Just 20 years of age, Anaheim native, first rounder 3 years ago. Here he is in the big leagues, and he's facing another guy who made his debut this year, Jeffrey Rodriguez. Strike call.
Yeah, fastball, curveball change for Allard. Fastball 89, so not going to overpower you. Obviously, it's the first time we've seen him, and with Max going game 2 of the doubleheader, obviously this becomes super important. You got in the Braves bullpen early. You never want to see anybody get hurt, obviously, but when you're talking about a 4-game series in 3 days, you got to take advantage of this, you'd think.
And the major league debut, that start was against Miami. He strikes out Rodriguez. First out, bottom of the third. So it's interesting, both of the 26th players added today now pitching against each other. Rodriguez got the nod as the starter and Allard into the game. And we'll let you know if we hear anything about Max Fried. Certainly hope he's okay. That was a flush line drive he took off the bat of Spencer Kieboom.
That's a straight Legion ball today for Nats hitters. They're facing 2 lefties they've never seen before.
Trey Turner hit the ball hard first time. After a check swing call that went in his favor, he extended the at bat, lined out hard to Inciarte. I get it, Matt. The heat is on. Well played. 2 balls, 2 strikes. You can see the heat shimmering up on this hot afternoon. Heat index 100 at game time. Up and away, 3-2. Pop fly, right field line. Trey Turner bloops one in for a hit. The Nats' second knock of the day.
Such a crazy game. First time up, he has a long at bat, drills a line drive right at Ender Inciarte. Second at bat, just a little flare to right, he'll take it. Now he's going to try to steal his 31st and 32nd bag of the year.
Yeah, a couple of base stealers in this game who went through a bit of a lull for a couple of weeks. Trey didn't steal a whole lot, and now in this homestand he's been stealing everything. Ender Inciarte had a time like that, and he has been kind of stuck on 22, 23 now for a while. So Turner at first, lefty looking right at him. And Soto with a high fly ball, deep left center. Inciarte checking his surroundings, and the ball is out of his glove into the glove of Duvall for the out, and Turner has to scream back to first to avoid the double play.
If they hit the wall, this is going to be weird, and I don't know what they're going to do. If that short hopped into Inciarte's glove, then we got a problem here, and I don't know where you put the runners. Maybe first and second. Let's see it first. I couldn't tell live. Oh. Hey, give Adam Duvall credit for hustling over there. A lot of times left fielders just stand there and watch that play. So if that's an out, that's a tremendous hang with him for Juan Soto. What do you got, Carp?
First thing I saw was Tim Bogard, the first base coach, going to the dugout saying, hey, guys, we need to have a look at this. And Davey Martinez can come out and ask the crew chief, Greg Gibson, who's the second base umpire, for a crew chief review here. We did definitely see a dent in the wall. Is it from the ball, the glove, or both?
That hit the wall. Where do you put the runners? If indeed they change this, watch the wall. Show me the side view again. That's the one where I thought, the one from down from the foul pole. That one looks like it didn't. This one, what do you got? That one looks like it did. If you go a couple frames back, it looks like it short hops into his glove.
Umpires having a long discussion here. I think if they go to the headsets, they might get a pretty good read on this thing. And now Davey Martinez having something explained to him. And they're going to the Atlanta dugout now. First things first, is it out or not? And then they'll worry about the runners if it's not.
Catch, no catch in the outfield is reviewable. Passing runners is reviewable. Did we have that going on there? I don't think so. Trey was around second base. He hustled back. He didn't pass Soto on the way back. Strange play. I don't even know if it was a catch or not. It looked like it from one angle, and the other angle it looked like it short hopped into Inciarte's glove.
Allard's throwing a couple of warm-up tosses here. They're pointing to first base. We obviously can't hear what they're saying.
Saying the runners crossed?
I guess it's possible the runners crossed when Turner was heading back to first. And is that what happened? Because Soto has gone into the dugout. Turner remains at first.
There's Soto running. I don't think they crossed. I think it's just a matter of catch, no catch. Juan can't believe it when it's caught. Watch.
He kind of peeled off, and then Turner comes flying back to first.
That's the one well, doesn't matter what I think. Here we go. We're playing ball.
So it looks like an 8-7 fly ball out in the outfield, and Rendon bats with 2 outs.
Yeah, Trey crossed second, and as you know, when you go back to first, you have to retouch second, and he did. The runners didn't cross, and maybe they just felt like there wasn't enough to overturn the initial call.
And with Turner running after the pickoff throws, Rendon fouls it.
The very end of it, is that what they were checking? This is where I thought if he passed him right there, because Soto was kind of close to Trey, and maybe that's what that was all about. Juan's already out there, though.
Oh, and 1 with 2 outs. Well, the Nats came, I don't know, maybe an inch away of having at least first and second or second and third on that play. Now the 0-2 to Rendon. And Anthony out ahead of the off speed.
Yeah, so they ruled that a hit, and they ruled that Trey did pass Soto, and that's what happened there. So they didn't say that was a catch.
Okay.
And everybody was confused, including the broadcasters.
Rendon, line drive. Dansby Swanson. So the Nats get 2 hits in the inning. They strand a runner and into the middle innings. A little strange so far. Things for us.
Well, what the Nationals were told by the umpires on the field was that they were ruling no catch, that the ball had bounced off of the wall, and that what they were calling was that Juan Soto had passed Trey Turner on the base paths. They told the Nationals that that's a challengeable play, one runner crossing another. They gave the Nats the opportunity to challenge that element of the play if they wanted to. The Nationals obviously chose not to challenge that because that video that we have there appears to show that they did in fact cross. So the Nats could have challenged that. They didn't. And so we play on.
So my contention is if you're Trey Turner, you got to find Greg Gibson, who's the umpire making that call. And did he give a quick safer out call, catch, no catch? Because as a base runner, that's what you have to do. Once you get to second base on a play like that, you got to find the umpire and see what call he made. And I never saw that. So if they hesitated on their call, then it's not Trey Turner's fault for going back because he assumed it was a catch. If they didn't hesitate and he said catch, that's a catch, or no, that's not a catch, that's where that whole thing got weird. And you have to find the umpire immediately on a catch, no catch play as a base runner, as the lead runner.
So we're into the top of the 4th inning. Scoreless game. Ozzie Albies the hitter. And Rodriguez has powered a couple of pitches by him 0-2.
Actually, Vic Carapazza, the third base ump, made the call. We're going to show you here in a second. And there's no way in heck that Trey Turner could have seen this. No way.
1-2 pitch.
Check it out. I'm going to spot shadow him real quick. This is where you're looking. There he is. Now watch. Greg Gibson goes out a little bit. Well, not really. But watch Carapazza. He runs out there. So Trey's at second. Now watch to the left here, the third base ump. There's the safe call, and Trey's already going back. And by the time he has to make a decision, that's too late.
Yeah.
So Trey was just at the mercy of making the call for himself there because nobody made it in time, in my opinion.
So what you ended up with basically was two runners in no man's land, not knowing what to do. And FP, I think, I don't know, you would think that maybe the crew chief could initiate a review, go to the headsets, and they would have determined maybe it was first and second. It didn't work out that way, and the Nats taken out of a potential big inning with the 3 and 4 hitters coming up.
Yeah, and Trey's saying it's not my, I mean, Greg Gibson's saying it's not my call, it's Vic Carapazza's call. But what you'll hear managers say in situations like that is I need you to hustle out there and to get a really good look at it for me and not try to make the call all the way from the infield 300 feet away.
Freddie Freeman's going to hit one hard the other way. Cut off by Taylor. Michael A. was playing Freddie toward the gap. And that is the first Atlanta base hit of the day. It comes with 1 out in the 4th inning.
Tell you this, Carp, I played baseball a long time, consider myself a good base runner. There's no way I would have looked for the third base umpire to make that call. I would have not known that, and I don't think too many people do.
One on, one out. Here's Markakis. Rodriguez struck him out first time.
It's a big play in a big game.
Yeah, you're talking 1 out, at least 1 man in scoring position, maybe 2. And another one down and in to Nick Markakis. On a play like that, they give the put out to the nearest fielder. So it's base hit, 3 unassisted, with Freddie Freeman getting the put out. 2-0 pitch. In there.
Freddie Freeman plays so well against the Nats, he gets putouts when he doesn't touch the ball. He's the most interesting first baseman in the world.
Two one. A bullet, and Zimmerman had to pick it on the short hop.
You know, it would have been really interesting if Soto was standing on first, Trey went back to first, and they were both standing there. Do you think the Braves would have known to tag both guys? I mean, that's just, that whole play was weird. That's something you could watch baseball for 20 years and not see.
And things slowing down here for Rodriguez. Freeman, pretty good lead. Markakis slaps one to left. And that's picked on a hop by Soto. Pretty good pickup by him to avoid further danger. And now the Braves have 2 on, 1 out.
Dangerous play by Juan Soto. That was almost 1-0 Braves, and Nick Markakis standing on third. Yeah, he was going for this. He thought it was going to hang up in the air, and then he got too close to it to retreat. So he basically had to be a first baseman picking a short hop. And thank goodness for the Nats and Davey Martinez's ball club that went in his glove. That was risky.
Next up is Adam Duvall, who hit a fly ball to left first time up. Nice on the curve, dropping in 0-2. Swing and a miss. Second time today, he started the curve away and got a strikeout when it went more away. Nissan.
Seems like he's got a couple of curveballs, one that's 12-6 and one that breaks a little bit away. Got around that one a little bit. So a 3-pitch C, a fastball up, curveball, 2 outs.
And for the Braves, it's up to Camargo. Sharp ground ball at Zimmerman first time, ending the second. That thing cutting across the plate for a strike. Left side, well placed. Freddie Freeman rounding third. Soto gets to it, brings it home. Safe is Freeman. Good throw by Soto. Freeman under the tag. Atlanta 1-0.
The only way he's out at home is if Keyboom tagged him on the shoulder before his foot hit home plate, and it was bang bang. Keyboom looked right into his own dugout after the play was made. Chip Hale's going to jump on the horn. He looks safe from way up here. Let's look at it again with the replay. Good throw by Juan Soto. Can't tell from that angle. This will give us a better idea. Did they tag him on the shoulder? No, it looked like his foot hit the home plate. So 1-0 Braves on a clutch 2-out knock from Johan Camargo, a guy that's been getting a lot of big hits for the Braves all season.
Yeah, they made him the starting third baseman third week of May, and he has rewarded them pretty well. 50th RBI. Derek Lilliquist to the mound. So right after an unusual play takes away a potential to score for the Nats, the Braves respond with 3 singles. Tyler Flowers will be next after the conference.
So just a tapper through the hole, and I think the speed of this ball allowed Freddie Freeman to score, but Juan Soto threw this ball 90 miles an hour, a strike to Spencer Keyboom. But Freddie Freeman with a good turn at third. We talked about how Eric Young, the first base coach for the Braves, worked with the Braves in spring training about cutting their turns down, hitting the inside of the bag, dropping your shoulder, and not going too wide around third base. I think that right there was the difference between 1-0 or the Nats hitting, and there's still no score.
Here's Tyler Flowers. Ground ball to Turner first time. He's going to hit one hard to right. Bryce Harper there. 1-0 Atlanta. 4-5-6 ahead. Harper, Zimmerman, Murphy. Bryce comes in hitting safely 9 of his last 11 games. 12 RBIs, and he's 9th in the league, having driven in 68. Insurance, whether it's the 80s or the year 2018. Visit geico.com. There goes Abe. He was all set to win his 16th of the year.
Oh, yes.
Tom gets his 18th. George has 19. Teddy 2. Visit geico.com. See how much you could save.
Sometimes those president's races just take my breath away.
Is that song from the 80s as well? Take My Breath Away? Maybe.
I don't know, Bob. You tell me.
You're the one that's been dropping the 80s musical.
Well,
references.
why would I drop a 60s song? Yes.
Here's Harper. 2 men on, first inning, 1 out. And the starter, Max Fried, came up big, striking out Bryce and Ryan Zimmerman. That's out, says Jordan Baker, 1-1.
So weird, the parallels between this game. You remember Jeffrey Rodriguez's major league debut at Atlanta. Jeremy Hellickson got hurt.
Yeah. Is this game tied? See you later. Yes, it is. Number 27 for Harper, RBI, number 69.
He is locked in, folks. That got out of here in a hurry. And a fist pump from Bryce Harper. Is this game big? Bryce telling you it is. Look at the emotion from Harper. We don't see that often. And he is fired up after tying this game at 1. That was a bullet. And Bryce Harper is absolutely locked in, and a let's go to his teammates as he puts his helmet in the rack. That's what I'm talking about, and that fired me up.
Didn't take long for Bryce to take matters into his own bat and hands and tie this thing up. Zimmerman off to the right.
All right, this got out of here in a heartbeat. 113 miles an hour, 424 feet. The balance, he's staying back, he's quiet, and this is what happens. And even more so than the home run, the emotion and the reaction when he got back to his own dugout all of a sudden kind of sank in that this is a huge game. Bryce Harper just showed you.
23rd career homer against Atlanta pitching, RBI number 62 against the Braves. And a bouncer, 2-2.
20-year-old Kobe Allard's a little rattled after that home run. Understandably so.
He's given up hits to 3 of his last 4 hitters. Rendon lined out hard to short. Zimmerman deep center. Inciarte back. See you later. Batter's eye. Zimmerman 7th. 2-1 Washington.
Back-to-back homers for the Nats. What a feeling on the high fastball here. Look at Ryan get on top of it, roll the wrist. So he was rattled, and all of a sudden the Nats take the 2-1 lead on back-to-back home runs. One on the upper deck and one on the AstroTurf in center field.
Murphy out to medium left center. Ooh. Center fielder's ball as a rule. New teammates, and Duvall made the catch.
All right, exit velocity 106.7, the Fan. And what was the distance again? I didn't see it. 443 to straightaway center. Halfway up the turf. And is Bryce Harper fired up? All right. Hey, they said they're taking every series like it's a playoff game.
Everybody hacking early. Deep fly ball. Taylor. Inciarte. 2 outs. Keyboom next in a long distance 4th inning.
With that classic Ryan Zimmerman swing, classic Bryce Harper swing.
Three and 0.
Yeah, definitely rattled.
In the Nats bullpen, Matt Grace. Jeffrey Rodriguez on deck, and here he comes to hit as Keyboom gets it to the number 9 spot.
You know, it might be overstating a little bit, but you feel like with Max on the mound in a 7 o'clock game tonight that a lot of the young Braves might be getting their first taste of pennant race baseball tonight. Because this park should be jumping, and these games mean a lot. It'd be a little early to say that, but I think it's getting late.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting on the part of both teams. Braves thinking, okay, going to be tough to win tonight. Better win game 1. Nationals figure win game 1, chance to do serious damage on this day. Off speed, and Rodriguez has his first big league hit. Heading for third, Keyboom safe, and Jeffrey into second base.
Getting the ball authenticated. First big league hit's a double for Jeffrey Rodriguez. Maybe we should call him J-Rod after this hit. Look at him roll the wrists on the curveball. Not A-Rod, but J-Rod with his first knock a double, and now Trey Turner has a chance to extend the lead. Hey, we need that ball. Excuse me, that's his first hit. Thank you. We got it. Look, he's looking to his own dugout. I love the emotion right now from this ball club. Makeup game, 1 o'clock start, and fist pumping. Guys screaming at each other. This is great stuff.
8th man to bat in the inning. Trey Turner flared a single down the right field line last time. It is now authentic.
Yep, put a sticker on it.
Strike call. First pitch changeup, Colby Allard.
Now batting Trey Turner and Juan Soto at the same time. Juan's standing way off the plate, Bob.
They're both even in the count. On the foul tip, strike 2. Over 300 is Trey. Runners in scoring position. He's driven in 47 runs. Not biting on the change. 3-2.
Might get another one here with the lefty on deck, but that lefty hit a ball far last time up, so we'll see.
For the moment, some welcome cloud cover for our fans here. Crooked number up on the board. Nats about hit the Braves 6-3. And 2 more aboard here in the 4th. Turner to left. Base hit. Keyboom scores. Bob Henley holds Rodriguez. 3-1 Nationals.
I'm telling you, you're 20 years old, you're just a kid on the mound, and all of a sudden Bryce Harper hits a missile off you. You're cruising along, and your mindset changes, and you can't turn the page. If you're a younger, more experienced pitcher, you give up a solo shot to Bryce Harper, you're like, so what? He's supposed to do that. Let's bear down. But when you're 20 years old and Harper hits a ball 113 miles an hour off you, now you start to doubt your stuff a little bit. Then back it up with a Zimmerman home run. Now your head's spinning. And the Nats taking advantage of a 20-year-old on the mound right now, big time.
And the Braves getting their bullpen busy. Lefty-lefty matchup. Soto walked against Fried, singled off the left center field wall against Allard.
Same seats, by the way. Same cubicle, wherever you're at, whatever.
Soto up the middle, base hit. It's 4-1. The line's moving and Rendon's about to hit.
Hey man, give Jeffrey Rodriguez tons of credit for keeping the line moving. You're thinking, all right, nice job at turning over the lineup, Spencer Keyboom. Rodriguez comes up, pounds a double to left. Then Trey Turner with a good at-bat, and now Juan Soto with another hit. What new? Heads up for Trey Turner stealing third here, by the way, real quick, even though there's 2 outs.
So 4 consecutive base runners. The Keyboom walk, Rodriguez double, Turner Soto singles. Anthony Rendon made the last out last inning after the unusual play at first, lined out hard to Swanson at short. Time before that, singled up the middle. Curveball gets the inside edge. This inning started with a Bryce Harper 424-foot home run. Way out of here to right. And this pop-up short right field. Nick Markakis. The Nats will send 9 men to the plate, and the inning started off with a bang-bang. Bryce pulls it. Brent Zimmerman, as he's done so many times in his career, straight away. And then Rodriguez with Turner would help him add 2 more with Soto as well. Was brought to you by the all-wheel drive RAV4 Toyota. What drives you? Visit buyatoyota.com for great deals. And for the Nats, what a great 4th inning it was. 4 in the 4th, couple of homers, 3 more hits, and a base on balls. Your power guys. Rodriguez back to work, and the Nats lead by 3. Dansby Swanson, number 8 man to lead off. Infielder Ryan Flaherty on deck for the number 9 spot. Rodriguez struck out Swanson, swinging for the 2nd out in the 3rd inning. First pitch, Taylor to his left. 5th inning underway. Ryan Flaherty, 32-year-old infielder, former Oriole. Played a lot of third base for the Braves early in the season, and then they gave the job over to Camargo when he got healthy. Camargo came out of spring training with an oblique strain, so Flaherty got most of the third base ABs early. Four for 22, 3 RBIs as a pinch hitter.
That's a change you're talking about earlier. Want to include some more changeups in there. That was a beauty. So first fastball upper 90s, and then you pull the string with 89 and a lot of run to it. Rodriguez has been impressive.
That was a beauty on the Mercedes-Benz pitch cast. Here's the 1-2. Up the middle, Trey Turner to his left. Nice big final hop, 2 down. Potomac Nationals, check them out August 24 through 26. WWE night at Northwest Federal Field on Friday. And Saturday, the Tana Roark American Eagle Team USA Championship clincher bobblehead for the first 1,250 fans. Give them a call, log on, check out all the fun down in Woodbridge at our High A affiliate, the Potomac Nationals.
17 more days. And you can get a Tanner bobblehead.
Inciarte, ground ball to short, fly ball to center. Hitting low 250s right now. Ball pulled to the right side. Now that's a shutdown inning. To the bottom of the fifth, and that power hitting leadoff guy will do it for the second inning in a row.
Extended lunch break, or maybe you were just actually working. This is Bryce's tater, 113 miles an hour, 23 degrees on the launch angle. That's kind of low. And then 424, StatCast AI, powered by AWS. And then the exit velocity is a radio station, 106.7, 25 degrees and 443 feet for Ryan Zimmerman. So back to back. And look at the enthusiasm in the first base dugout. I love it.
Well, at one time, Johnny Venters was an outstanding hard-throwing setup guy for Craig Kimbrell. The Nats saw him earlier this year when the Tampa Bay Rays were here.
He started that game.
He went a third of an inning, gave up 5 runs on 3 hits, 2 walks, a strikeout, and now back with his original team and in the bullpen as one of their 4 left-handers. 33-year-old Johnny Venters for the Braves, appearance number 5. He made that 1 start and appeared in 22 games for Tampa Bay.
Yeah, I think it was 11 when it was Venters and Kimbrell, and the game was over when those two came in. It was game, set, match.
Bryce Harper, 1 for 4 against him career. That ball's fair, right over the bag, handled by Freeman. First out, bottom of the 5th. So Ryan Zimmerman deep last time, 7th of the year, RBI number 23. 258th career home run. And he's now 3 for 11 against Johnny Venters. Out to left center, digging for 2. He is in there. Second extra base hit today.
That is playing the game the right way, folks. He saw the communication miscue by Duvall and Inciarte and left and right, and they've had some issues out there. Bob told you they're new teammates, and watch this. Ryan, who's always running hard to first, and if you're not running hard to first, you can't do this. And they're deciding who's going to take it, and it went to Duvall behind Inciarte, and Ryan just said, you know what, I'm going for 2. That ball shouldn't be going that far out there. Let's do this. We're up by 3 runs, playing hard, diving into second. I love it. Team's playing with a sense of urgency here today, and it's fun to watch.
Ryan Zimmerman, 34 hits this year, 16 now for extra bases. So 7 homers, 7 doubles, and a couple of triples. Yeah, 2 triples. Murphy, ground ball to first, fly ball to left. And to the right side for Albies. 2 down. And with Taylor coming up, Ryan Zimmerman at third base. ATL AT Taylor, 1 for 1 career against Venters. And Taylor was the last hitter Venters faced on June 6th. Michael took him down the right field line for an RBI double and knocked him out of the game in the first inning.
I know you. That's why I'm so.
2-0.
Green light all the
Handshakes
way.
for Rodriguez, pardon me, and Matt Grace next.
Let it rip.
Chopper to short. Swanson's got to be quick. Got Taylor. Got the Nats in the 5th. Did Johnny Venters pitching around a Zimmerman double. The Nats 4-1 after 5. So the Nats by 4 out hitting the Braves 9-3. Huge fourth inning featured by the Harper Zimmerman home runs back to back. Max Fried out. We're told now it's a left groin strain that knocked him out after 2 innings. Here's Matt Grace. Choose a winning team for your vehicle. Jiffy Lube for value and convenience. JiffyLubeDC.com. With our pitching change, and for Matt, appearance number 35. 41 innings, 36 strikeouts, 35 hits. So it's Albies and then the lefties, Freeman and Markakis.
A better right-handed hitter than the left-hander. He's hitting .303 from the right side this year. More pop from the left side, 14 of his 20 from the left side. And just .265 left-handed. Shouldn't say just .265. That's solid.
Ball rocked to left field. Going to hit right to the right of the 336 mark, and Ozzie Albies' first base hit of the day. There's that right-handed stroke you mentioned. So the Braves only their 4th hit all day. They've only had hits in 1 inning coming into this 6th. And that was the Freeman back-to-back 1-out 4th inning singles. Markakis to follow, and then with 2 outs, Johan Camargo rolled one through the left side against the shift. Braves led 1-0. The Nats scored a bunch, and right-hander Shane Carl appears to be next. Freddie Freeman, one of his patented opposite field line drive swings last time. Three for 10 career against Matt Grace with a walk, and Matt has struck him out 4 times. Tapper, right side. Murphy on the quick exchange for the first out. Nats have a new reliever. He's a veteran, Dan Kokel, with a lot of saves.
A lot of saves, Bob. A lot of late inning experience from Greg Holland, who the Nationals signed today. In case you missed it earlier, Davey Martinez saying that Holland, at least to start with, another of those 6th, 7th inning type guys, acknowledging that Holland's velocity not what it used to be, but saying his slider very good. He came yesterday to Nationals Park to throw for coaches and talent evaluators. Then the Nats officially signed him today. Holland saying he's been throwing to hitters since he got released by the Cardinals a handful of days ago, has got on a mound a bunch of times, trying to repeat his mechanics, reset mentally. He's here to help the Nats win, thinks he can get some big outs.
Yeah, the reset mentally is the biggest thing there. If you're not having success in a new spot and you don't get out of the gate well, you start to put tons of pressure on yourself. And then if you're not performing up to your ability and the home fans are letting you hear it, then it just goes downhill in a hurry. So you get a new uniform, change the scenery, fix your mechanics, reset. I think the reset's the biggest thing Dan just said.
Yeah, 0-2. 32 games for St. Louis, 7.92 ERA. Everybody knows he's better than that.
Well, he saved
career ERA 2.93.
41 saves for the Rockies. That's doing something right.
Huh. Anywhere near half of those are at Coors Field. You've got some kind of closer. So it's 2-0 here to Markakis, and strike 1.
I like the fact that, you know, he knows Kelvin Herrera. He's friends with Ryan Madsen. He knows Sean Doolittle. So you got a bunch of veteran guys that have closed games down there all together, and they could feed off each other, man. I think that's a tremendous low-risk chance on a guy that has high-risk potential.
Up the middle, Markakis. Second hit of the day. Drives in all B's, and it's a 4-2 game. Nick Markakis, RBI number 69.
Double switch coming. I think Murph might be coming out of this one.
So Matt Grace, a third of an inning, gives up 2 hits. A lot of bullpen action for the rest of game 1 here.
Jeffrey Rodriguez's day on the mound. Let's go with K-Rod. Even though he had 3, the curveball was nasty all day long. And how about the plate? Let's go with A-Rod. His first big league knock, a double down the left field corner. He let the dugout know he got a double too. Check it out. Told you I was going to do that. So all in all, a fantastic day for J-Rod. 64 pitches, 43 of those strikes, 3 strikeouts, and he was locked in from the jump today. 100% fiber optic network, 100% phenomenal. Visit getfios.com.
So here comes the Nats' 31-year-old right-hander, Justin Miller. 30th appearance, only 24 hits, 43 strikeouts in 33 innings. Adam Duvall sees him first, 1 for 2 against him career. Wilmer Defoe will bat 9th on the double switch, plays second base, and Daniel Murphy has the rest of this afternoon off. The Nats pitcher batting 6th. Time had not been given. Duvall stepped out and the pitch missed. So tying run in the box here in the 6th inning. Rodriguez got him on a fly to left and a swinging strikeout. Soto to his right. 2 down. No better time to act than today. PNC, make today the day. Pablo O'Connor, the Auburn Double Days. In over 12 games, he's hit .373. Scoring all over the place, driving in runs out of Azusa Pacific. University, just starting his professional career. Well done, Pablo O'Connor.
Sounds like somewhere you go on spring break. I love it.
Johan Camargo, 0 for 1 against Miller, career. RBI single back in the 4th. Atlanta's only run up until this 6th inning. Ball in. Keyboom threatened a snap throw down to first.
You heard Jordan Baker scream ball in because he was thinking about scream and strike. And generally speaking, when you hear an umpire yell ball, they were thinking about the other way around.
Fastball outside edge.
Yeah, 2 close pitches. He gave him 1, so you'll take that. Pitch number 3 right down the middle, according to PitchCast.
One and two now. Trey Turner up the middle, just to the left field side of second base. And this pop fly over the dugout, well out of play.
Got him set up for that slider, the back knee after that inside fastball. We'll see if they decide to go to it here with 2 strikes. Let's take a peek. Yep. He wants it down and in.
And the ball hit to right pretty well. Harper back. Bryce is there. So 2 important outs for Justin Miller in the middle innings. We're going bottom 6, 4-2 Nationals. Tonight for the Nats, 4-9-0 Washington. Some add-on runs really big in these late innings if the Nats can get them. But Jeffrey Rodriguez, as a starter, the best we've seen him so far.
Yeah, pound the strike zone with his fastball, 93, 97. Then the curveball was nasty. Mix in the occasional 89 and the changeup. But I mean, aggressive, making a statement. And I think this team is making a statement today. 4-2, long way to go. But when you talk about coming out and playing with your hair on fire, playing with some passion, playing with a sense of urgency, check all those boxes today. They realize what's at stake right here. They know that even though they're playing 2 games in one day, they had to come out and send a message. So still a long way to go, but a nice start for this ball club into a big 4-game set.
And now 3 pitchers into the Atlanta bullpen as the Nats come up in the bottom of the 6th. Shane Carl, 44th appearance, will get the next call from Brian Snitker. And he will be facing Keyboom, Defoe, and Turner, 8, 9, and 1 after the double switch. Keyboom first time up against this right-hander. So a double switch by the Braves. Ronald Acuna Jr., talented rookie. He'll be batting in the number 9 spot, and their pitcher goes to Adam Duvall's spot number 5 in their order.
Carl, a 4-pitch reliever, fastball, slider, curveball change, fastball 95 on average.
All 3 inside. Spencer's had a couple of good at bats today. Line drive hit hard first time. Unfortunately, it injured Max Fried. Second time up, walked with 2 outs in the 4th. Ended up scoring when Rodriguez, who was hitting 9th, Defoe now doubled, and then Turner and Soto delivered RBIs. So that walk back in the 4th inning was big. That's out, and Spencer Keyboom's on for the 2nd time.
Have a nice day, lined out. Sort of to the pitcher, then a couple of walks.
So the Nats box 4 runs on 5 hits and a walk in that big 4th inning. So 4 hits from the first 2 guys in the order. Ryan Zimmerman, homer, double. And of course, whenever that number 9 spot's got a knock or 2 in it, that's huge. Now it's been taken over by Wilmer Defoe, who's 1 for 1 with a base hit, a single against Shane Carl.
Yeah, Wilmer's been playing like a maniac lately, all over the place.
Had 4 hits and 9 at bats against the Reds over the weekend. Drove in a couple of runs. Up and away, 2-0. He's been hitting over 300 at home all year, and he just added to it against the Reds. And Carl's digging himself into some problems here in the 6th inning, considering who's coming up. A 3-0 strike.
Good rip.
And Defoe takes the 3-2 breaking ball for a walk right behind that of Keyboom, and now the top of the order coming up. When you're talking cars, you're talking Coons, league leaders. Most runs in the National League now over last 3 weeks or so. Soto, Harper, and Turner in the top 5 in the National League.
Trey lay one down here, or does he swing away up by 2?
2 for 3 today. Stepped into a bunt offer and took it away.
I like the bunt here for a lot of reasons. If it's a good one, it's bases loaded, nobody out. If it's a decent one, it's second and third with the big boys coming up. So you're bunting 1 to get to 2, 3, 4, and I think it's a good move. We'll see if they stay with it in a 1-0 count. He might be swinging away here.
And off to the right, 1 ball, 1 strike.
I think if he lays it down to third base, he just might beat it.
Squares for the 3rd time, and it's ball 2.
Pretty sure Juan Soto's not on deck, but he's on deck.
And the slider, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nissan pitch cast.
Yeah, switched it up, let him swing away. He was betting all the way he was getting a fastball. He didn't get one.
Two hopper to short. Turner digging for first, and he got there to avoid the double play. Maybe a handful of guys in all baseball who don't hit into a double play on that kind of ground ball, and we've got one right here.
I think the Braves are on the phone. They're holding play up right now. Pretty good turn by Albies. Trey Turner just too fast, and it looks like he beat it. That little field off the left exchange to the right hand shovel by Swanson was the difference in it.
Productive out. Keyboom to third, 1 out, and here's Soto. 2 for 2, a walk and a run batted in. Last time on a base hit up the middle.
So, you know, you're going to field this ball, and it's Trey Turner. Watch Swanson field this way out around his body and then have to reach across. There's nothing wrong with that other than if Trey Turner's running, maybe you condense that and you field that ball a little closer to your body so the exchange isn't so drastic from outside your body, pulling the glove all the way across and then feeding it. It's nitpicky, but with a guy that just ran 31 feet per second to first base, you have to be that quick.
1 ball, no strikes. Nats have been given 4 walks today. They've cashed in 1 for a run. Keyboom back in the 4th. 1-1. Turner going. Breaking ball low and in. Why bother to throw? Standing up for number 31. Most in the majors.
Pretty good jump. Full speed after about a step and a half. Now Juan Soto has a chance to extend the lead big time.
Braves draw the infield in with 1 out, down by 2, bottom of the 6th.
Do they really want Juan Soto? I think they're going to put him on to get to Anthony Rendon. Look at this.
We heard a whistle from the dugout. Well, he has started to first twice, and they're still looking, trying to figure out what the Braves are doing. Third time is a walk.
Wow, they walked Juan Soto to get to Anthony Rendon. And I think it's the right move. As crazy as that sounds, right? You fall behind, you don't want to fight back into the count. You're thinking you got a sinker ball guy out there and you're looking for a double play and you want the right on right matchup. But
so they walk him on a 3-1 count. Rendon, base hit up the middle, line drive to short, fly ball to right, sitting on 55 RBIs.
You can pick your poison, right?
Looking for his first hit against Carl, 0 for 4 against the righty.
Juan Soto is 3 away from the all-time record for intentional walks for a teenager. Got 5.
That was his 48th walk of the year. Rendon reaching. Nick Markakis trying to get momentum for his throw. It's Keyboom, the catcher, running. Throw tails up the line, and the Nats lead 5-2. Anthony Rendon, RBI number 56.
Pro at bat, just far enough to score Keyboom from third. So use the whole field. Keyboom tagging up. And he left as soon, as soon as that ball hit Markakis' glove. It was close. Good jump by Keyboom, and you're not going to get him. He's just way too fast. Good at bat. Nice base running. Line moving again here in the 6th. I like it.
Trey Turner to third on the play. So Carl, righty to Harper, lefty. Bryce 1 for 2 career against him with a base on balls.
Got a cramp in his hand.
Harper with a laser to left, and the Nats lead 6-2. Continues to use the entire ballpark on this homestand. RBI number 70.
Well, they're playing Thriller, and Bryce is back, folks. Mark it down. When he's doing this, we've seen the home runs all year, but when he's collecting hits to left, he is a tough out. Not trying to do too much, just strokes one to left, extends the lead. And that's a pretty piece of hit, and another fist pump from Bryce Harper. He's having fun playing, bro. It is nice to watch. I'm telling you, that home run derby just, I don't know, kind of locked him in. Those two went at each other in the first round. Bryce was into it. He was having fun, and ever since then, he's been locked. A lot of people pointing to the trade deadline and him not getting traded. I think it was the derby. They weren't trading Bryce Harper. It was just fun to talk about for everybody that wanted to talk. This is what I think made him realize that he loves DC, he loves the fans here, and guess what? Baseball is fun. And I don't care who you are, it's not fun hitting the low 200s. And all of a sudden he said, yeah, I remember how fun this game is. I remember. And he's been having fun, he's been showing emotion, and he's been locked in since what you're looking at.
Hold that up. Let's go right here. This guy right here. Let's go.
Ron's trying to hold that up, but his right arm's about to fall off.
Bryce Harper up to 237 with his 2 for 3, actually 2 for 4 day. Ryan Zimmerman's 2 for 3. And he takes ball 1 from Shane Carl. Last 2 at bats, 6 total bases, solo homer, and a double. 6 runs on 10 hits, 2 more men aboard here. Remember the pitcher spot next after the double switch, so Matt Adams if the inning continues. Easy 3-0 for Ryan so far. He's faced Carl once, a fly ball out. There he is, Greg Holland up and throwing. The 3-1 pitch. Zimmerman, long one to left. Acuna back, off the wall. 2 runs will score. Zimmerman into second with another extra base hit, and it's 8-2 Nationals.
Hey, you see it, the NL East champs played a little chip on their shoulder today. Like, you come into our house and we're going to send a message in game 1. They came out ready to play. The big boys are showing up. They're adding on. They're doing everything right. I think more importantly, they're playing with some passion, some enthusiasm, and message sent so far.
So Matt Adams hoping to get a chance to swing the bat, but he's down to first. That'll bring in Michael A. Taylor. Second time today, the Nats will send at least 9 to the plate. 2 intentional walks, 4 walks total in the inning. Michael A. Taylor bounces one to short. On the run, Swanson. That's it. 4 in the 4th, 4 in the 6th, and the Nats lead 8-2. by authority of the Washington Nationals and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Washington Nationals. Here he is, Greg Holland. Three-time All-Star, 13 and 14 with the Royals, last year with the Rockies, when he finished 58 games and had 41 saves. Quite a resume. Originally drafted by Kansas City out of Western Carolina University back in 2007, 10th round.
I think we're waiting on Greg Gibson to get back to second base. A little weather check right there. Some showers approaching. And here it is, the Nats debut for Greg Holland. Fastball, slider, curveball, 3 pitches. Fastball 43% of the time at 93. Slider around 87. Curveball 79.
Kind of falls off toward that first space side, and the fastball is in there. Up in the zone to Tyler Flowers.
Yeah, when Holland's locked in, that slider is pretty devastating. Straight down, little tilt to it. Looks like a fastball hard to pick up.
In there. Mid-80s on the slight piece, 1-2.
There it is on cue. And then usually once he throws one for a strike, he throws the next one for a ball, bounces it. And I did not realize he was just 5'10" until I just looked. You know, when you see him out there, you don't think of him as 5'10".
2-2 on the fastball. Ninth year in the big leagues, appearance number 403. Not biting. Good take by Flowers.
Yeah, I think he saw it away initially, so it was an easier take that if it was over the middle, you might have to commit to that. But it was a ball outside, right out of his hand.
Top of the 7th, 8-2 Nationals. Very close. Keyboom held it and held it. And it's a Flowers leadoff walk.
Little outside, I believe. Close.
Dansby Swanson and Ronald Acuna Jr., the next 2 Atlanta hitters. Swanson against Rodriguez, 0 for 2, strikeout swinging, fly ball to center. Defoe Turner, double play depth up the middle. Low and away, 1-1. Outfield around to the right.
Yeah, one thing with a 6-run lead that Greg knows is you don't have to be that fine. Just go right after these guys. Trust your defense a little bit. Locate. I mean, just don't lay it down the middle, but you don't have to be pitching to a corner as much as you would, say, with a 1 or a 2-run lead.
Ball 3.
Probably going a little fast for him, trying to slow it down. New team. First appearance. Could use a ground ball right here.
It's full with nobody out. Strike 3 called inside edge. Swanson gave up on it. 1 out.
Well, everything else in the sequence away, and then he pops him in here with the fastball. I don't think he meant to, but it worked nicely for Greg Holland. So a big first out here in the 7th, and that was nice.
Ronald Acuna Jr. first at bat after coming in to play left field on a double switch in the 6th. Was off to a pretty good start. Left knee ACL sprain and a left knee and a lower back contusion end of May. Injured going into first base, if memory serves correctly. And that's upstairs, 1-1. So Acuna's played 57 games. Juan Soto is in his 67th for the Nats today. They've both been in the conversation ever since Juan's been in the big leagues for what, 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. So look at the numbers, and right now it's no contest for the guy on the right.
Playing against each other for years to come, huh?
Should be. We talked about this a couple years ago when Dansby Swanson came over. And the Braves were bringing along some of their young guys. Ozzie Albies now in that mix. Trey Turner still cutting his teeth at the major league level. Michael A. Taylor, great young talent on both of these teams.
In the division, too, for that matter.
Mm-hmm. Two with 1 out. Upstairs for the strikeout with 85. A walk and 2 Ks.
Yeah, you come to a new team, you get a reset, you strike out a couple of guys, it's like you're walking on sunshine. The Washington area Toyota dealers help children and their families by making a donation of $44 for that strikeout you're looking at to the Children's Inn at NIH. So there you go, strike them out, Toyota Case for Kids.
Here's Ender Inciarte. 0 for 3 today.
Look at Screech. He's got the mullet working. I never saw any shirts like that in the 80s, though. I don't know what he's featuring. The mullet, though, is strong.
And well to the right of the bag. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Check it out. Well, obviously the mullet's working. Maybe we should all grow one. Attaboy, Screech. I like that, the shirt with all the colors. Very 80s. Very 80s.
Phillies are on the road, so the Fanatics very jealous right now. And that one on the inside edge, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Good pitch, late break, and Ciarte with emergency hack to stay in there.
78 on the hook. We've seen 85 on the slider, 92 and that area for the fastball. And for the Braves and Holland, it's a no contact inning. A walk and 3 strikeouts. Great debut and a veteran who could be huge over the next 2 months. Nationals debut. Bit of a rocky start. He walked Flowers, went 2-0 on Swanson, and then got to work. There's the fastball that froze Dansby to the inside edge, out number 1. Then I got Acuna on the slider, up 85, swinging strikeout for the 2nd K, and then Ender Inciarte. No way to catch up with that high heater. And a very successful 1st inning for the veteran Greg Holland.
Yeah, that was nice.
Now we go bottom 7. Keyboom, Defoe, and Turner. Right-hander Luke Jackson, the 5th Atlanta pitcher of the day. "26 years of age, originally drafted by Texas, 18th appearance, 10 runs in 21 innings. Strikeout guy, but he's given up lots of hits and a bunch of walks. So the Braves with some changes. Charlie Culberson into play left field, and that moves Ronald Acuna Jr. over to center. One. Well, Spencer, one hard hit ball today and then 2 walks. Dansby Swanson has it. First out, bottom 7. Defoe next.
All right, don't wait for season 8. Come out to Nats Park for Game of Thrones night on Saturday, August 18th, where the Nats face the Marlins 7:05. Check out the bobble you get with Michael A. Taylor getting attacked by a dragon. So the first 10,000 fans will get that, and you get a chance to take a photo on the Iron Throne. Visit nationals.com. I think that was a dragon or just a really mad crow.
Ball 1 to Wilmer Defoe.
I saw that bobble the other day. It's pretty cool.
Next up, 8th inning, Sammy Solis, because they've got Albies and then the 2 lefties, Freeman and Markakis. Wilmer walked first time after coming in for Murphy. Double switch in the 6th, and that's way inside. Up the middle, and that's where Swanson was playing. 2 down. Well, if the Nats can hold on and win it, things look good for the doubleheader, don't they? Looking literally. It's Max. He's won 5 straight starts. The ERA is 2.33, second in the league. Most wins, most innings, most strikeouts, lowest opponent's batting average. And he'll face 10-game winner Sean Newcomb, who flirted with a no-hitter recently. 6:30 Nats Extra tonight on Masson. Ball scorched out to left, and that is beyond the reach of Charlie Culberson. Trey Turner on via the hit for the 3rd time today. 2 singles, an RBI, a steal, a run, and now a double.
Yeah, complete game for Trey Turner. Remember, he lined out hard to enter Inciarte his first time up. And then he sits on a first pitch curveball, it looks like. It just drills it. And you're wondering, is this going to stay up long enough to be home run number 15? He'll settle for the 2-out double, but Trey Turner has been playing lights out this whole homestand.
Soto, 2 outs, runner at second. He's been on 4 times. 2 for 2, 2 walks, 1 intentional. Crowd oohs and ahs as we had lightning near the Capitol Dome, or at least in that direction. I don't know how close it was, but it got our attention.
It was right about where that last light standard is in the distance. Or they just thought that was a really good curveball.
Now we hear the thunder. 1-1. Had reports in the last 15-20 minutes it's been raining hard in McLean and North Arlington.
Or you think the Nats were just thunderstruck a little bit right there?
See what you're doing. Ball bounces in.
You never want to be caught in the middle of a railroad track, though. That's a place you don't want to be.
No, no, no. And Soto's one pitch away from having as many walks as strikeouts.
Or he's one pitch away from home run number 14.
Or one pitch away from a 2-out knock to give him 39 runs batted in. We'll take any of those.
Yeah, who knows?
Rendon's on deck, 2 outs here in the 7th.
Or one pitch away from strike 2. We were all wrong. They're obviously pitching around him, but pitching to him.
Good to have an 8-2 lead when the skies are darkening and the lightning is crackling. 3-2 to Soto.
Oh, if he went deep with the thunder in the background right there, can you imagine?
There's walk number 49, his 3rd of the day. And Luke Jackson was dancing off the mound like he had an inning-ending strikeout.
Two for 2, 3 walks.
By the way, the on-base percentage started the day at .424, so it's right around .430 now. Anthony Rendon is 1 for 3 with a sacrifice fly. Good for his 56th RBI. Anthony 2 for 2 career against Jackson. I undersold him. He's up at .435 on base percentage now.
Tell you what, this cell is a Nats fan. It is so trying to miss this ball game to the north right now. It's trying.
Oh, 2 for Rendon. And by a couple of feet, foul at the bag.
Juan Soto's on base percentage, if he was able to qualify with enough plate appearances, is second in the big leagues to some guy named Mike Trout. Unbelievable what we're seeing from this 19-year-old. Unbelievable.
Yeah, Trout's the only guy who has more walks than Bryce Harper. 3.1 at bats per your team's number of games played to qualify for the batting championship and all those other offensive categories.
And you know what? The most important thing is umpires talk and they say, what do you got with this new Soto kid? And I guarantee you when they have their conference calls or they talk in their locker room, they're saying he knows the strike zone as well as any player in baseball. So when you start getting that reputation, the borderline pitches start to go all your way.
A bouncer, and Flowers, who's been busy back there today, stops another. So Brian Snitker's had to use half of his bullpen in game 1 here. They recently picked up Brad Brock. He's one of their 2 remaining right-handers with Dan Winkler. The lefties are Jesse Biddle. And right now a guy who's closing for them, A.J. Minter, the lefty who has 8 saves. Swing and a miss. Rendon couldn't get to it. And that'll be it for the Nats in the 7th. 8-2 game 1.
And he got his first major league hit, a double. Bryce Harper locked in. Ryan Zimmerman, the sneaky story of this game, easy for me to say, and we're going to make that our Ford drive of the game. Heard to your local Ford dealers for great savings on cars, trucks, SUVs, and free games in miniature golf, because that one was on the green. In the clown's mouth, 443 feet away from home plate, 106.7 miles an hour, and that was definitely our Ford drive of the game. Zim with a big one here in game one. Home run, double, 3 hits.
Yeah, Atlanta's always brought out the best in Ryan, as have some other divisional foes. So here's the Nationals' 5th pitcher, Sammy Solis. 47th ball game, 35 strikeouts, 29 hits in 32 innings. Ozzie Albies gets jammed, and it's got enough to get to the left of Trey Turner. His 2nd hit in a row, 2 for 4 day. Freeman and Markakis now. Freddie 2 for 6 against Sammy. Nick Markakis 3 for 11. Right side Defoe to Turner to first. 4-6-3, engineered by Wilmer.
You know how hard that was? I mean, that ball was hit hard. Wilmer had to give with it, and he basically stabbed at it as it went by him. Gave Trey Turner a quick feed, a quick firm feed with something on it. Then the jump turn from Turner. This is as pretty as you'll see all year. Watch. That ball's almost by Wilmer. He goes to a knee, gives a firm feed right on the money to Trey Turner, who steps across, jumps in the air, and completes the 4-6-3 double play. And this is how quick it went. That's a big league double play, folks. Nicely done and well needed.
Markakis thus bats with the bases empty. Two for 3 day for the league's leading hit man with 137. In terms of numbers of hits, Christian Yelich at 326 leads the league. Markakis at 322. Sammy jams him, and that's out of play left side. Charlie Culberson came in on a double switch last inning, and he's on deck if the 8th goes any farther. And a ball driven to left, but Soto is right there. Leadoff single, double play, and Sammy takes care of business in the top of the 8th.
For Built for baseball, brought to you by T-Mobile. How about Bryce's day? We'll show it to you right now. Home run number 27. And he hugs his manager and he says, I'm so excited. And then how about the knocks to follow? When he's hitting doubles, he's locked in, but when he's hitting low line drives to left field, he's super locked in. So he is feeling at the plate. And how about a little careless whisper for his first base coach there at the end? And he's going to try to do it again right here, right now.
Bottom 8, 1 career at bat, a walk against Luke Jackson. A lot of noise, a lot of dark skies to the north of us.
Well, this is a Roy Hobbs at bat right here.
One. Wander Suero for the 9th. No reliever. Has had to throw more than 22 pitches. That was Holland. Everybody else 11 or fewer. Sammy just came off a 5-pitch 8th inning. And of course the hope around here is that the bullpen may not be needed for much tonight. That's what you hope with Max going. Ball skips in 2-2.
You know, there's something comforting about these cranes all of a sudden all over the place. When you're as high as we are, hooked up to electronics, and there's lightning everywhere, those cranes are like our best friends right now.
Yeah, luckily the hair on the back of our neck still laying down, not straight out.
That's when you're supposed to duck, right?
2-2, and Harper serves it out the other way. And he got him on a pitch down that was fouled. Tag. 1 out, 8th inning. Second K for Luke Jackson. Check out the MLB Ballpark app. Enhance your next game day experience. You can access and manage your tickets, enjoy check-in offers, exclusive content, much more. Download the MLB Ballpark app today. Ryan Zimmerman 3 for 4. 8 total bases. A homer, 3 RBIs. Batting average in a couple of hours from 225 to 240. Adam Eaton is next here in the 8th. It's the pitcher's spot.
It's starting to click, right? When you hold on here, you've won 6 out of 7 on the homestand. Starters have been doing their job. They're playing clean baseball more consistently all of a sudden. I think that's the key. We've talked about that all year.
And a high fly ball to center, breaking back Acuna. Now he comes in. 2 outs.
Just play good baseball, and the wins and everything will take care of itself. And look at Ryan in an 8-2 game, almost getting to second base on a pop up to center. Little things.
Yeah.
The approach on a daily basis during this homestand, and you know, maybe that Sunday game in Miami was the low point, and then you just go from there.
Well, we can tell you the guys were loose on the way home. They knew they were coming home for a week and a half. So a win here would put the Nats 3.5 back of the Braves, 5 back of the Phillies. Then you try to do it again tonight and hope for some help from the D-backs again, who are hosting Philadelphia. There's Adam Eaton, who's 0 for 1 career against Luke Jackson. 51 games. Eaton at .306, on base percentage .397. And I think the big thing, along with the fact that they're back, Eaton, Murphy, Zimmerman, FP, now they've been back for an extended period of time, and they're just getting closer to 100% physically. Because for a while they're playing 60, 70, can do some things, fail to be able to do others. Now we're getting pretty much the full bag from all of these guys.
Yeah, good point.
I'm looking to the east and there's rain. We're surrounded, but it's heavenly here right now. Eaton takes a strike. He thought he had maybe walked, and it's 3-1. And he got a piece of it, but fouled it into the catcher's mitt. 3 outs to go for a Game 1 W here at Nationals Park. Visited with the crew chief, the second base umpire, Greg Gibson. Had a little bit of rain blowing into the booth up here at elevation. There's John, one of the best in the business, and 3 outs to get. We'll see what Wander Suero can get done here.
And 19th appearance, 2.96 ERA, 24 strikeouts, 7 walks. Fastball, cut, fastball, curveball, the arsenal for Wander, and his job is to get 3 quick outs as this storm is approaching. Or just 3 outs.
For the Braves, it'll be Culberson, Camargo, and Flowers. Spencer Keyboom takes the brunt of that one. A line drive right off his mask. Wander Suero, second appearance against the Braves. Culberson faces him for the first time.
Tremendous light show in center field going on at the moment.
How to play. Ball hit well to left. It's 8-3. Charlie Culberson has this thing about ninth inning homers. He's had several walk-offs for them this year. That's his 6th of the season.
Yeah, I don't know what Charlie Culberson's hitting, but you know, when he was at the Rockies, the Dodgers, or even the Braves, it just seems like he's hitting 500. He always does something against the Nats, doesn't he?
Well, coming into the series, Charlie Culberson against the Nationals, and even 300. 2 homers, 4 RBIs, so add a click onto all 3 of those. Michael A. Taylor coming to get that one off the bat of Camargo. Tonight, 7:05, first pitch, Max Scherzer, and the talented rookie, Sean Newcomb, the lefty, for Atlanta.
It's a good matchup.
He'll be looking for his 11th win, and Max for his 16th. Catcher Tyler Flowers now.
And Newcomb coming off an outing against the Dodgers where he was 1 strike away from a no-hitter. Chris Taylor got a base hit with 2 strikes and 2 outs in the 9th inning. And he threw 134 pitches in that outing, but that was 9 days ago. So the Braves have kind of laid off him, some off days, given him a lot of rest after that start. So we'll see how he reacts the outing after the near no-hitter.
Wow. Bolts of lightning very close to the cranes up in left field.
Yeah, that one was close. It's all right. Those cranes got us. They're going to wear it for us.
1-1 to Flowers. Got jammed. It's off to the right.
I was with the Giants. We were playing at Old Turner Field, and there was lightning strikes so close that players were actually hitting the deck during the game. Stan Javier was hitting. He was in the middle of an at-bat, and it was the lightning and thunder at the same time, and he hit the deck as the pitch was coming. Like a bomb going off in the middle of the game.
Strike 3 call. Flowers can't believe it. Thought it was inside. Suero strikes him out. 2 down.
This is a thunder and lightning, rain's approaching, and close calls are going the pitcher's way. And that looked better than I thought initially.
Sure did. Dansby Swanson now with the Nats 1 out away from an important win. Another bolt of lightning. Probably, I don't know, looked like it was closer than M Street, straight away center field. Get this out, get both teams off the field ASAP, and get the fans safely under cover. Many of them are.
Shake hands in the clubhouse if you win this one.
One. High heater with some cut on it. And the Nats an out away from going 4 games over 500 and gaining a game on the Braves and a half game on the Phillies. $26,965 the announced attendance for this makeup game. And a breaking ball low, 2-2. 2-2 pitch. Quite a battle, to say the least. 17 pitches in the inning for Wander Suero, half of them to Dansby Swanson here. Time to rub up some more baseballs for the nightcap.
The final countdown's taken a while.
Two balls, two strikes. It's fair. Rendon has it. And he floats the throw beyond the reach of Ryan Zimmerman. Second base for Swanson with a 2-out error in the ninth.
Saw it as soon as he threw it. I knew it was going to be high. Don't see that ever from Anthony. He's very accurate over there at third, and it's not raining, so water has nothing to do with this. He just kind of nonchalanted it and threw it way over Ryan's head. Uncharacteristic error from Anthony at third, and he'll laugh it off.
Yeah, only his third of the year. Ryan Zimmerman got a piece of it. Now it's Acuna with a runner at second, 2 outs. He gets ahead.
Third error of the year, playing every day over there. That's impressive. That in my mind is the hardest position to play on the infield.
20 pitches, 17 strikes from Suero here. Yeah, rare Nationals error. 46th of the year. Arizona fewest in the league at 44. Game over. Nationals get 2 big innings, 4 in the 4th, 4 in the 6th. Beat the Braves 8-3. And things are getting a little tighter in the National League East.
Well, is there anything better than winning the first game of a split doubleheader, and then you have Max Scherzer on the mound for game 2 at 7 p.m. against your division rival? I think not. The boys are ready to play, and guess what? They'll be ready to play again at 7 p.m.
We'll have more from Nationals Park in a moment. Taking care of business in game 1 against the Atlanta Braves.